Sorry, I don't know. Hi, just give me a second to get fully set up. As you know, I've never even started a stream. I'm in some kind of mood today. I'm gonna get this. Okay. Um. Anyway, hi. I am gonna be playing a game. Vol was kind enough to buy this game for me, and my microphone is actually working, which is, you love to see it, and you hate to not see it. But today we're gonna be playing OneShot World Machine Edition, which I don't know what that means. I'll be honest, despite having watched Groovy stream some of it, I remember absolutely nothing about it. Marsh, it's good to see you. How are you doing? I hope you're doing well. I'm just getting my finishing touches set up. But yeah, let me know how you've been. Okay. Also, yesterday, Xenoblade 3 came in, and I'm very, very excited. Or rather, should I say, Xenoblade 3 Special Edition stuff came in, which I admit I'm a little bit miffed at because they didn't include a slot for the game. So, sad, but what are you gonna do? I still love it. It's still beautiful. Great game. Yeah. Let's see, I'm just making sure I've got all my things properly set up. And Kelsey too, hi. I appreciate you lurking, Kelsey. Hope you're having a good day. Hope you're excited for the Need for Speed announcement, because I gotta say, I'm actually kind of excited. I'm working on my bike. Oh, what happened to your bike? And do you mean bike as in bicycle, or do you mean, like, motorbike? Card games on motorcycles! Bicycle. Okay. No worries either way, I was just curious. But yeah, I was so happy to receive this game. OneShot. Do not miss your chance to blow, because opportunity comes once in a lifetime. Yeah. Felix. Aw. Future Cat. Aw. Oh, dangin'. Ooh. English, please. Okay. Little autosave, that's good. The freaking paddle is loose again? Aw. Do you know what specifically is wrong with that? Like, is it just that it's not, like, screwed in all the way? Hello there. No, why won't you let me click you? Thank you for installing this operating system. And maybe it's at the axle, and that's worrying. Oh yeah, that is worrying. Probably expecting a game, but apologies. I'm still setting things up here. In the meantime, why don't I show you how the system works? First, move the cursor. Press and hold ZR and drag to move icons. Okay. Click to launch an application. Okay, so you can drag windows, that's cool. That's not hide, that's minimize. Jeez. Excellent work. Thank you. Just in time, too. There we go, everything should be ready for you. I'll leave you to it then. Goodbye for now. Whoa. First thing... Oh, I don't have any other themes? Oh, that's sad. Okay. Do I have different wallpapers? Ooh. Ooh, the cityscape. I like that. Customize. Yeah, that all looks good to me. Help. Just... Okay, let's boot up the game. No, but Groovy... Yeah, Groovy can't... Assuming Groovy is, you know, here. Yeah, full screen on, please. Default movement. Colorblind. Controller vibration. Screen tear. Chromatic aberration. Skip text off. Okay. It's good by me. Will this mouse go away? Thank you. What? Groovy can't help me? Okay. A, B, X, and menu. Okay. Explore and interact with the environment and characters. Sometimes you may find an item. Once you have picked up an item, you may select it from your inventory. When the item is active, you can either combine it with other items in the inventory or use it at certain locations in order to progress. And hi Groovy, it's good to see you! The game will save your progress. This game also saves after some key events. Cool. Is that me? I'm adorable. Hello? Dusty books. It's too dark to read in here. There's a TV remote here. Not here, must take a trip to tide pools? Nico. Hey, yo, that's my son. Groovy. Okay. The door's locked. I know he just woke up here. That's where you're pointing me to, though. Oh wait, TV remote, right? So... hold on. Groovy, does that mean you'll be gone for the stream? Help, because I'm about to go. Oh, okay. If all shows up, yeah. And have fun, Groovy, wherever you're going. Might already have a problem. Might be a small problem. That door's locked too. Catch something, and we'll put it in my fish tank. Aw. But you haven't met Groovy in real life, right? Walk faster, menu and inventory. Okay. Don't have a nap to sleep. A lap to sleep on? I see how it is. My lap's not good enough for you. I'm just kidding, Kelsey, you're precious. Am I stupid? I might actually be stupid. Oh, okay. All of the numbers except 8, 4, 2, and 9. I remember that being 9. Yeah, thank you, Groovy. Bye! Red 8, blue 4, yellow 2, green 9. Red 8. 4, 2? Yeah, there we go. You found me. Why? You're already too late. Not much of the world remains. This will be apparent once you go outside. This place was never worth saving. Do you still want to try? Then remember this. Your actions here will affect Nico. Your mission is to help Nico leave. And most importantly, you will have only one shot. Super Shadow 271, thank you. Hey, I wanted full screen. Hello? Anyone? Dangerous looking spark. You're a dangerous looking spark. When the fireplace is never used, perhaps it could be lit. Hey yo, this bonfire lit. Oh cool, now I can drink my problems away. Okay, sure thing, Kelsey. Thank you for lurking. Aha. Branch. Okay. Just no water in the toilet. Oh wait, is that... Oh no, never mind. Because I see the thing on the bed. Oh, with the sparks. What? It doesn't manage to light? Do I need to, like, soak it in alcohol first? Yeah. There we go. Ah. Glimmers on the ground. Appears to be a small metallic object wedged in a crack on the floor. Digs it out. Emerald! Hey, good to see you. How are you doing? Ooh, and a basement key as well. There we go. How are you doing, Emerald? And Sans as well. Hello, hello. What this? A light bulb. Doing great for one reason only? Is it Overwatch 2, perhaps? Well, admittedly, I've been hearing a lot of people are having trouble actually getting into it, but could that be the reason? Ha! And my plushies finally came. Oh, nice! You gotta send pictures. You gotta let me see. Robot no longer has power. It's left of a robot. What? Oh, okay, fast travel. Cannot be used indoors. Cool. Good to know. Oh, pretty. They look adorable, even better than my last two. Oh, good. I'm glad. It's important that you allow Nico to sleep once in a while. Exit and be continued later. Don't be alarmed. No, it's no time for rest. Here is unbreathable. Okay, so I guess I have to find a gas mask of some sort? Or a way to, like, plug the volcanoes? I know fast travel is available to me, but I don't want to use it just yet. Hello? Okay, this guy looks like, Curly, I think her name was, from Cave Story. It reminds me of it. Not exactly. Nico gonna cook. Hey! Eats hunger. It's emotional. Yeah, this is my first time starting up the game, and I know very, very little about the game. My friend and viewer who was really into it gifted it to me, and said I should play it, so I'm gonna play it. So I apologize if things don't come to me right away. I'm not exactly, you know, smart. Ooh. Ah. Light bulb, you're here. Me? Yes. Welcome to our world, friend. Most humbled by your presence, yes. Thanks. Sorry, I'm a little lost. Ah, right, allow me to explain some things. First, ask how you arrived here? I'm not sure. I woke up in this weird house. It was really dark. Oh, so you woke up in an unfamiliar, dark location. Mm-hmm. Just as my prophecy foretold, yes. You're the savior we've been waiting for. Don't worry about it, my message was rather a silly joke with the gas mask. Oh! Okay, you know what? I didn't make the connection for a second. Makes much more sense now. Because I didn't think about what cook could also mean. He'll be the one to save our world from eternal darkness. I will now provide you with vital information. Please ask me anything. Oh, well, can you tell me about this world? Not sure where I am exactly. I can't see too far off and everything's so dark. The world was not always this dim. Nor was it so broken. But we had one terrible president and then, yeah. But time waits for nobody, not even saviors. The world is divided into 3 regions. You're on the fringe right now. The Barrens. The tower you see in the distance once held our sun. Oh, so that's what the tall thing was. As you go further towards the center, you will cross the other regions. There should be a map still in this outpost somewhere. Ooh. Can you tell me about the light bulb? I found it in the house I woke up in. Within your hands is our new sun. Your son? Blue cotton candy, maybe? Yeah. Yeah, yeah. Years ago, our previous sun sat atop that tower and spilled its life into the land. One day, the light went out. Oh. It was still hanging on by a thread. The surface of this world is abundant with an element called phosphor. Fortunately for us, this element stored light energy from our previous sun. The only source of illumination, but its energy is finite. Last of the light dies, our world will too. Aw. We're here with the new sun, all is well. We need to restore it to the tower. That looks pretty far off. Yes, so begins your pilgrimage. Also, the sun is fragile, so be careful. If the sun shatters, the world will end in an instant. Oh. Tell me about the computer. In this house I found this computer. It kept saying stuff like, your actions will affect Nico. But I'm Nico. Are those messages meant for someone else? If I had to guess, they might be trying to pass the message to Super Shadow 271 on Twitch. Super Shadow 271? That would be our god. If you are here, that means Super Shadow 271 is here also. It's true. Super Shadow 271 will provide guidance for your journey. In fact, they already have. Super Shadow 271 on Twitch. Really? Haven't seen anyone though. Have you not contacted Super Shadow yet? I don't think so. Being the bringer of our sun, you have the sacred ability to communicate directly with Super Shadow. It's not the same. Yeah. Yeah, sadly it is not the same. Ability that no one else possesses, certainly not I. Please close your eyes and focus. Hi, Nico. Hi. Super Shadow, are you there? I am. My name is Nico. I actually heard someone said their name is Super Shadow 271 on Twitch. This is incredible. Do not be afraid to ask Super Shadow for assistance. You are the Messiah, after all. Can you tell me about going home? Oh, I don't mean to be rude, but I'm not sure about this. I still don't know how I got here. Just with my mama a few hours ago. It feels like I'm in a bad dream. Just want to go home. If this really was a bad dream, I'd be very disappointed. Your mission is to save our world. Just as my mission is to tell you about our world. I'm unable to help you beyond my programming. I'm sorry. I think that's all I have to ask for now. Excellent. I wish you luck. What's this? Yeah, I do see it. I wanted to pick it up, but my hand just went through the whole thing. Well, maybe it's like a hologram. I've seen that in the cartoon once. Wait, there's a note on it. Occasionally you may find special artifacts such as these scattered throughout this world. As artifacts do not physically exist in this world, Nico will be unable to make use of them. However, your powers extend beyond Nico, so why don't you try picking it up? Yeah. New friend, Profit Bot. Cool. Okay, this is a cute concept. Alright, scent. Awesome. I will take a look as soon as I can. You know, after stream, because I try not to get distracted. The use of a robot as our replacement head engineer seems unorthodox, especially the one responsible for last year's incidents. I suppose they had to get her away from the city, but that doesn't make it easier as well for those of us who work here. I hope that man knows what he's doing. He'll be ever known as Super Shadow or whatever that was. Yeah, but I mean that's what I want, because I wouldn't want like my full real name on here. Got some cologne ambient orange gummies. Ooh. Finding positions are available at the mines. Housing and other provisions are included upon hiring. First come, first served. Some restrictions may apply. Reminder to all workers, the rarest form of blue phosphor is found during the phosphor shrimp's spawn period. Observe ponds bubbled over surface. Please contact management and dispatch a harvest team ASAP. That emote. A robot. It seems to be okay, it just doesn't have power. Box looks interesting. Wish I had something to pry it open with. It's not like I could use anything that's scattered around the floor here. A robot may not injure a living person or, through interaction, allow a person to come to harm. A robot must obey the orders given to it by people, except where such orders would conflict with the first law. A robot must protect its own existence as long as such protection does not conflict with the first or second law. Okay. I love that literally 2 days ago they were in Miami. Yeah! That's good shipping then. Okay, so the map of the world, we're in the Barrens. We need to go all the way to the tower. Makes sense. Simply place your self-charging battery in full daylight with the lens facing up. Charges in seconds, no external power is needed. Trouble, if the battery fails to charge, just see if the lens on the front has not been dislodged. Once charged, one charge cycle will last about 10 days. If you notice a decline in the charge cycle within the warranty period, please contact the manufacturer. Hey, Rocco, good to see you! How have you been? I am glad you're here. Ooh, new wallpaper, awesome. I'm sorry we haven't had the chance to talk about Shadow yet, but I would love to find a time to talk with you about it. Okay, able to provide power to all robots and machinery in the area by a large electromagnetic field. Maintenance efforts are quite high as expected. Good, I should be getting my Xbox 360 on Friday. Hey! Awesome! And Vol, good to see you! Hello, hello! Of course, Izzy had to come here with tennis ball, of course. In other words, these small cells can only charge one single. But yeah, Vol, it's good to see you! I've only really, just started, so I'm still kind of just getting used to things. Your guide has arrived, thank you. And thank you again for getting this game for me. I really appreciate it. A lot of small glowing shrimp swimming in the jar. That's a big machine. Doesn't seem to be doing anything. Rectangular shaped hole in the middle. Looks like something needs to fit in there. I see Sans is playing Splatoon 3. And then my extreme curiosity will become a reality. Yeah. You know, I don't want to set your expectations high, because it's really not that good, but but I'm excited you'll get to experience. I legit thought Groovy got you this game. Yeah, no, it was actually Vol. First, I love this game and I love sharing the experience. Yeah. Gameplay, everything, I genuinely think I'm going to enjoy it. Hey! I mean, more power to you if you do. I'm not trying to say you can't like it. I'm just saying, even from my experience where I was I already know going in it's not going to be good, I already was on it. What is it? To do hint voice with highlights. What does that mean? I'm confused. And Sans, sorry to call you out. I just saw it and wanted to call you out. Sorry. But yeah, it's amazing to me that Shadow the Hedgehog, the game, has gotten so expensive. Because had I known, I would have loaded up on it. No, I wanna go back in the thing first. Doesn't seem to have power. Robot seems to be okay, just doesn't have power. Common theme. Machine looks like a press. Oh, okay, yes. That's what you mean. Left of a robot's arm. Piece of robot. Just a head. Be able to repair. Strategically placed arm. Machine's still running. Maybe I shouldn't say so close. Scarf and pull me in. Should I buy the 360S or E? Personally, I think the E is the one that looks like the original Xbox One, in which case I wouldn't recommend it. I would probably go more with the... I think it's the S. The one that, you know, is matte and like, thin on the front. I paid $78 for it. Just for my GameCube to crash. Oh, man. That's wild. I got my friend Saku a copy of Shadow, like, a year ago, and it was like $20. Granted, it didn't include the manual, but, you know. But Vol, I do appreciate you, be willing to, you know, appreciate that you're willing to be my guide, but do keep in mind that I do want to try solving stuff first, so, you know. With the 360S, 250 gigabyte, nice. I have an S, and it's 4 gigabytes. Or, yeah, I think the Elite's the one that looks like the Xbox One, right? If that's the one, then I don't have that one. So what do you think you need to do right now? No worries, I'm not giving out right answers. Oh, okay. Right now, I think I just need to, Ooh, yes. I will absolutely get blue as an option. Yeah, the 4 gigabyte version I don't think is enough to store Sonic on its own, but it does, you know, the 360 allows for, like, USB storage, so you could just get, like, a flash drive or an external hard drive and, you know, use that for it, because that's what I do for my 360. Mining operations go smoothly, materials are no longer limiting factor. Be able to build more resilient robots, both in body and mind, specifically the discovery of metal alloy 291. Yeah, Vol, I think I just need to, like, kind of explore a little bit. Because I'm still finding a lot of stuff. What kind of console's made with only 4 gigabytes? Way back then, that wasn't that small of a thing. The poisonous gas is highly localized to the vent zones. Baron's workers were still recommended to wear gas masks. These masks were mandatory. It's more the workforce got replaced by robots. We found ourselves with a surplus of masks. Ways to get rid of them all. Yeah, so I needed a way to breathe through the poison stuff up north. When you're stuck and ask for help. Okay, good, perfect. waste to get rid of them, so we kept a few for emergencies. That sounds good to me, because I need a gas mask. Oh, Kelsey! It's good to see you, Kelsey! I feel like I'm missing something here. Yeah, I'll come back to it if I need to. Actually, wait, fast travel? Oh, I need to, okay, I see. There we go. Oh, but this is poisonous, isn't it? It hurts to breathe. Oh, I appreciate you too, Kelsey. Thank you. Now looking at those, says Sonic 06 is about 5.6, so yeah, has the 250. Even if it doesn't, again, you can buy like a cheap flash drive that's like 32 gigabytes or something. It'd probably be like $8 if that. And that'll work for you. Because yeah, 4 gigabytes is a very strange choice. You don't have any flash drives? Oh, okay. The clovers. I like the music. Oh, ooh, hello. The light bulb. So you're the Messiah. That's what I've been told. Expected someone taller. At least someone that doesn't look like a kitten. That's what you are, right? Some sort of cat? Nuh-uh. I'm a person. Got the eyes of a cat. But cats walk on 4 legs. Well, either way. A child like you being the Messiah just doesn't feel right. Robot back there says there's no mistake. I know. It's going to sound cold, but I honestly think you're better off just leaving and letting the world die naturally. The world has been falling apart for a long time. In a manner of decay, it's highly improbable that the sun can fix it. We've seen how bad it can get, right? Well, we haven't seen much of anything, actually. We can't just leave. Oh, so you just got here? Then you must be headed towards the tower. I'm supposed to put the light bulb or sun, isn't it? Yes, at the very top. You know that the tower contains a force that nobody can comprehend. Also, Shadow, I'm gonna say one thing about the game. Sure. I think a lot of people in the OneShot community know how to give cryptic hints as to not ruin the experience for new players. The spoilers are oof for this. Yeah. Yeah, I don't want to throw shade on communities or whatever, but Undertale kind of, the experience got kind of ruined for me. Pancakes. Built, as far as I know, it's always been there since the beginning of time. I know. Never told me if it went anywhere. Screwdriver. You can take it if you want. Oh, are you sure? Yes, I have many. Thank you. Please do not touch that. Oh, sorry, I just got curious. What is this thing? Backup power cell keeps me functional. Oh. The main generator for the Barons ran out of power some time ago. Oof, nah, I will not let that happen. If anyone tries to spoil it, I'll just send 15 messages. Yep, thank you, Vol. I appreciate it. Chess. Oh, not even with the other robots? Nobody pirates that have the capacity in their programming. Whittier is tame for that matter. Well, then let's play. Dear Silver, I heard about the news at the mines. I heard the news about the mines. I'm sorry, I can't imagine what you're feeling. It's been 2 weeks, and it must be... it must be hard, but maybe it's better that you came back. It's only a matter of time before the robots are recalled. At least let me know you got my message, okay, Kip? Okay, well at least I have a screwdriver now. That's something. Wait. Yeah, do you have a spare gas mask? I saw you heading towards this direction. Mines have been abandoned for a long time and cannot guarantee if it's safe. If you must enter, it is my duty to accompany you at least once. Oh, thanks. Ooh, shiny thing. Ooh, gadget. Looks like a camera. What's left of a camera anyway. Probably even part of a robot at one point. Or not, I don't know. I assume I took the camera? Okay. Stand so close to the edge. I'm about to break. Vol knows what I mean when I say pancakes. I do. When the entrance to the tunnel collapsed off, without a vehicle, we can't proceed. Can't we walk? I can, but for you it's probably it's a safety violation. I won't allow it. Anyway, it's a huge network of underground mines, the source of the world's metal and non-phosphor fuel. What propelled the world into the industrial age. Now it's lost forever? It's been a while now. When the sun went out, the mines were first to be abandoned amidst the initial panic. Even the robots have cleared out and been all cleared out and repurposed. That makes sense. Okay, so if there are spoilers, I'll talk about the definition of light bulbs. Yeah. Or something like that, you know? Well, there was one that always insisted on going back. Oh, I hope he's okay. Well, I guess that's everything? Yeah, I mean, won't let me cross, so... ready to leave. Now I can get closer. Safety violation. Dang it, I thought it would let me go closer. So if I do talk about light bulbs, do not scroll up. Yep, fair. That makes a lot of sense. Okay, so we've got a mine we can't cross. Two areas we can't reach. Those scrolls up. Waking! It's good to see you, Waking! Let's try heading to the right. Hey, can you can see me? I can, Waking. I have sight beyond sight. Or something like that. It's not clear. I have sight beyond sight only in the sight that I sight. Rips webcam off. You know, there's a great... I don't even know what it came from, but there's a great gif of, someone, sitting down at their computer getting ready for not safe for work things, and then they, it, cuts to, like a boardroom, and there are all these like guys in suits like all staring intently at the at the video feed, and then the guy puts like a yellow sticky over the webcam, and everyone looks all disappointed, and then the like head of the operation like stands up and his crotch is censored. It's funny. I don't know where it was from or how to watch it again. But it was funny. Also, Vol, I assume World Machine Edition is the name given to, like, the extra content that they've added. Oh, you've seen that. Yeah. Yeah, it's funny. I have a screwdriver now, so maybe I can fix a robot or something? Oh, okay, hold on, wait. Screwdriver and camera. Okay, so we got the lens. I don't know what good that does, but we got a lens. Like, I'm not scared that my webcam gets hacked, I'm scared that I myself turn it on without thinking and people... yeah, understandable. Yeah, since they added the entire computer interface and apps on that, they originally used your actual... Oh, okay, yeah. That makes sense. No. Well... Dang, Waking's webcam's on. Which is pretty nice. Yeah, it's cool. Oh, wait a second, I don't have a screwdriver anymore to... Oh, but I do have that. Okay, never mind. But I think I know whatever will pry this open will give me the fish things that I can put in the bottle to put in the machine. I think that's where that's leading. Obviously, don't tell me if I'm right, but that's where my brain is. It's on the table next to me. So empty here. That's why it's called the Barrens. Are there any people living in this area besides robots? I mean, I do not know. It was not built to wander. Not built to? So you just stand here? Must be boring. Do you at least have friends? Robot friends? I cannot desire companionship. I have not been tamed. Not tamed? There was no time. I see. So, what is the prophecy exactly? Thank you, Vol. The prophet predicted that a savior will arrive from another land. So you will wake up in a strange house, find the sun, and illuminate the world. Oh. What else did you, foresee? What do you mean? What else did you see in the prophecy? Wait, you are the prophet, right? Good heavens, no. But you called it my prophecy earlier. It just means it's built into my program. Your what? My programming is what guides me. I'm a robot, after all. I see. How tall is the tower? Can't even seem to see the top. I am not allowed to answer. But how do I get up there? In time, Super Shadow will know what to do. I see. Light bulb produces... Thank you for being vigilant, Vol. I appreciate it. Can I pick this up now? No? And this is where I woke up from. I saw the shine and thought like, oh hey, an object! I can pick that up. No, it's just a sparkly ocean. Just post variations of that 3 times. Yes. Sounds good. Sounds like a plan. Attached to a boat. Doesn't seem to have power and his joints are all rusted over. Well, I think we should be able to fix it. After all, we'll need to cross the ocean to get to the tower. Fair, but I don't have any of the tools. Maybe I should have him sleep? Yeah, go sleep. Let's change the theme, because I want blue. Cool. Maybe I'll change my background to where I'm at in the story. You know? Friends. Prophet Bot is actually kind of adorable. Oh, look at this drawing! Adorable! Oh. Oh, and this music, too! Okay, so we're in a field of grain? Super Shadow, are you still there? Yes. Ah, I'm awake. I had a dream just now. That's all. You did? Wow. I really thought I was back home. Sun, my world isn't a light bulb. It's a big ball of fire in the sky. Don't think I'd be able to hold it like I do with the sun from your world. This isn't my world. Huh? This isn't the world I live in. Really? I guess not. If you're the god of this world, you wouldn't necessarily be in it. What's your homeworld called? Earth. Earth? Like the stuff on the ground? Hey, do you live underground? No. Ah, neither do we. Sure as the mice and stuff do. Does your world have a sun? Yes, it's also a ball of fire. Really? Wow. Can you hold it? That was a silly question, wasn't it? Sun in my world is very bright. Warm, too. You saw it, right? It goes away sometimes at night. It gets dark, kind of like how this world is now. It's okay, because the sun always comes up the next day. That's good, don't you think? I mean, yeah. During the night, people usually go to sleep. Some people stay up and use computers. I don't have to explain what they are, do. There are a bunch of them in this world. Anyway, we should probably get going. Okay. Is it gonna turn out that they're from my world too? Again, don't answer that. I was just... Okay. Okay, so... let's see. So... I feel like the cliffs I haven't fully navigated, but we'll see. Can I use this? No. I do think the concept of this game is really cool. The idea that like you're teaming up with the character. Oh, to crush metal. Oh, It makes sense now. I get it. I don't want to get too close. Just crush it. That was scary. But now it's a crowbar. Yes, I get it. It really is. I love this game so much. Nice. Yes. See, I have a brain sometimes. Oh, you go achievement hunting too? I actually generally don't focus on achievements. Oh, you do though. It's a broken glass. Solar battery on the side. No, don't. I don't want you to smash the bottle. I want you to. Oh. Ah. Got it. And then light bulb and battery. Fully charged. Cool. Yeah, I generally don't use or go achievement hunting unless, like, I don't know, the conditions are just right. I don't know. Whoa. Ow, I just got shocked. Oh, well, I got an achievement for that. Word profit bot is written on the side. Didn't notice that earlier. Robots! I am functional, I can walk. I am functional. Did you power the generator? I guess we did. Right, Super Shadow? That's right. That's right, Nico. Buddy old pal. So I guess now... Well, let me just investigate here a little more. Oh, hello. Hi. I have power again. Yep. Hello, organic life form. Hello. Oh, hello. Hi. Bunch of fun achievements. Shocked is a cute way to make an achievement. Yeah, yeah. Excuse me. You know, seeing games like this always makes me want to make my own game. Because, like, I always get really impressed at their usage of, Actually, I don't know. I guess logic would be the most apt thing. Because it's like, it's interesting that you're presented with all these things in a way to, you know, a way to solve the puzzle that isn't just totally obvious, but also isn't super obnoxious to figure out. Makes me wonder how well I would do if I made a game. I mean, granted, not that I, you know how to. Hello, small person. You're not much bigger than I am. Go to the lookout point. Below is the old quarry. An engineer lives a little more to the east. The old mines is further east. I'm pretty sure at some point every gamer wants to make their own game, though. You need further assistance? Okay, well, I thought you might thank me for bringing the power back on, but okay. Scream my name if you need me, I will just sit back and watch, maybe throw the occasional conversation. Oh yeah, no worries. That's... You know, as long as you're enjoying my stream, that's the important thing. Safety violation, still. Like, I'm glad that, people want to, you know, even if they don't talk, I'm glad people would want to just stop by and chill and hear what I have to say. Because I like to think I have cool things to say. I love your stream. I enjoy others play this game a lot. Yeah, yeah. I'm just saying in general, like, it's cool that people come to my streams. I don't know. Reactions and everything. Yeah, absolutely. That is the fun of, like, the first playthrough. You know? I guess that's kind of why people, really love, like, reaction videos. Particularly, I had a fascination with the, Smash Brothers reveal reactions. Not because, like, you know, I was that insanely hyped about the characters. It was more just, like, it's cool to see, you know, it's fun to see people's reactions to things. So try to be here in general. Is really just late for me. Oh, no worries. I'm sorry. This is just the time of day that works best for me. And also is the best for, like, most people, I think. You know, like it seems like most people are free around this time. Maybe it's my imagination. I am functional, mister. Was it you who fixed the generator? Well, Super Shadow helped me. But yeah. Hello, nice to meet you. I am Robot 310. Would you like me to take you somewhere? Yes, please. Are you okay? I cannot move. Well, you're still really rusty. That is true. I'll find a way to help you. Snack and stream is always... Oh, I will wolf myself with some spicy chips. Habanero tortilla chips. Interesting. I just had this sauce made, or well, I mean yesterday. There's this recipe that my mom makes where it's like Peruvian chicken, but it's made with this, it's called ají verde sauce. Oh, it's so good. It's so spicy, but it's so good. And yeah, snack and stream is always the best. Okay, no, I can't go this way. Need to look for something to fix the rust. Crowbar? We're gonna crowbar that rust right off of him. Okay. Let's see. So the outpost here just had the squishy majig. And then the cliffs didn't... I mean, there's a code that I can't solve yet. Going north is just gonna lead me to the poison place. Lookout point is just silver. And that's just the mineshaft entrance. Maybe there's something here I overlooked? Oh, okay. Oh wait, the computer! You've made progress in this world, Super Shadow 271. Thank you. That progress stops here. I believe you need a code to unlock a certain box. The code no longer exists in this world. Do you understand what that means? No. Not really. Still don't know the extent of the world's deterioration, do you? Sigh. Most of the time, stray pieces of this world will be lost to blissful nothingness. this document is an exception. He's able to salvage it because Nico needs the code to progress. I'll go find it. And left you a journal, part of which is written in the language that blah blah blah. However, read it and you will know what to do. Also, blah 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 blah. Code you need is 320548. Cool. Oh, okay. I know what to do now. Also, this like disembodied voice that's talking to me, very strange. It's helping, but I get some sinister vibe from it. Like maybe I'm helping along his evil goal, unbeknownst to myself, you know? I don't even remember what the code is now. Oh! Yeah, no. 320548. Whoa, it worked! How do you know the code? Still don't remember seeing one. I had some help. Really? From who? Don't worry about it. It's in the safe. Oh, right. Let's see. A gas mask! Okay, perfect. This weird-looking book. Can't read it, though. Not that I can't read or anything, because I can. Just don't know what language this is. Whoa, what the... Okay. The glitch? Yeah, what is it? Go figure out what that is, Nico. What? Oh, it won't let me. Is this just there for the sake of being there? I guess so. I'll wear it when I have to. Okay. As long as you keep, should be fine with the mask. No. There we go. Cool. I'm making progress. This is going pretty well. I mean, like, you know, took me a minute to pick up on a few things, but progress is progress. Ooh, shiny thing. Pair of rubber gloves. Seems to be a page ripped out of a book. Cannot overstate the importance of cleaning solvents in this environment. Here's a simple recipe using the alternative method discussed in the last chapter, utilizing the natural properties of blue phosphor. Reagents. Acidic gas and blue phosphor, rare form. A well-ventilated area, direct the gas into your container of choice, seal immediately. Okay. Hello, person. The robot assembly and repair services have been discontinued at the Barrens. If you have further inquiry, please contact the head engineer, who's also a robot. Most of the equipment has already been relocated. But good thing I kept this crowbar. It is. Slow and steady wins the race and makes you enjoy the experience even more. True. What a workout. generator can only do so much. 2. Without breaking the seal, inject the liquid phosphor into the container. Shake vigorously to initiate the reaction. Use as soon as possible. Okay. Elements begin to separate. Further shaking is required. Also note, hand protection is critical after this step. The resulting acid is moderately stronger than common household cleaners. What half of these words mean? It's a good thing you're here, Super Shadow. Thank you, Nico. Chip's so good, but spice level 8 of 10? Wow. That's pretty spicy. Okay, so I got a sponge, that's good. Okay, so it's clear that we're gonna have to use that to clean off the rust. But I don't have the blue phosphor yet. Or if there's like a machine, I'll need to shake the bottle. I mean, I would think Nico could do that on his own, but there's something weird about the robots who get sent to work near the gas fields. They appear to accumulate rust at a much slower rate than the others. A few who work directly with gas harvesting look practically new. Is that the result of the atmosphere, or am I just seeing things? Interesting. And again, not that I want this question to be answered, but I wonder how much, you know, how much of these notes are actually foreshadowing and how much are just little details about the world. Like, is that fact actually going to become relevant at some point, or is it, you know, is it just a non sequitur? And again, don't answer that, because you know, I'll figure it out. I'm just saying my thought process, you know? So I can have it on record. Oh, hello, what are you doing here? Looking purchases. I should have evacuated this place long ago. I'll not answer anything that could spoil it. Yeah, of course. Oh, but I just got here, to this world. To this world, I mean. See? I have the sun. Oh, the Messiah. I don't know what to say. Greeting you is not part of my program. Have you spoken to ProfitBot? I think so, yeah. It was built with the sole purpose of greeting you. Really? So you cannot speak with anyone else. At least not with these. Oh, that's kind of sad. What are you built for, then? My purpose is to guard this settlement. Even though the residents are long gone, I must remain. Why, though? I have not been tamed. Tamed? It's not worth the effort. Spoil song sans. Oh, you. Reporting for duty. So you spoke with the guardian of the settlement. I'll now escort you until you reach your dormitory. I assume this is my dormitory. The ink on this page is likely due to some sort of electrical or magnetic interference. I'm afraid the operation can no longer be sustained. If the servers continue to fail so much that maintenance cannot keep up to pace. Fortunately, it does not seem to be happening to the robots, at least not at a significant rate. Time will tell. Checking, terminal does not respond. This is a problem. This is a crisis. Terminals do not boot. I'm unsure what to do now. Hey, yo. Looks like they're evacuating the few tamed robots we have here. Makes sense. No point in keeping them in Barrens if the people are already gone. Wonder if the engineer is going to. Apparently phase 1 of the evacuation ended prematurely. The big ships started malfunctioning only after a few round trips. Said it was due to something with squares? I'm not sure what they mean by that. Bummer, it looks like they won't be able to transport most of these surplus robots to the city at this rate, and we worked so hard on those. But I suppose these robots are busy enough with transporting people as is. I think it's going to be our turn soon. I can't wait to live a long, healthy life. Guardian of the residential area. What? I'm scared of ladders. Go up the ladder anyway! Fine. Fine, I mean, since you really don't wanna... Interesting. Okay. I think it's time I went the other way. I had hoped that this would meet up with the other side, but I guess it doesn't. Cyan. Super Cyan? I missed that color. Oh, really? That's surprising. I'm usually not one to pick up on stuff like that. This pond sure looks different. The water looks like jelly. Or to bubble over the surface of the pond. Sky is dark. That it is. Do you know when the sun will be? We're working on it. Well, the sun's right here, so that's something. So much space. So much walking around. Step 1, sun. Step 2, question mark, question mark, question mark. Step 3, profit. You can follow me if you want. Understood. I'll now escort you to the... What? Ooh. The infirmary. Okay, person who is alive, the infirmary is up ahead. Person of organic makeup? Yeah, step 2, Nico, exactly. The infirmary scanning for injuries. Scan complete, injuries detected, none. Pre-med required, none. You are good to go. Syringe, A, okay. Now all we need is the blue phosphorus. Hello person, are you seeking admission into the infirmary? No? Oh, carry on then. Picture of a robot. No, I've never seen this. I've never been around so many robots before. Same here. I see them in cartoons and stuff, but I've never seen one in person. They're pretty neat, don't you think? Hey, Nico, do a robot voice. Yeah. Yeah, oh, I'm sure I can find it. Hello. Hi, what are you doing up there? I'm stationed here. By yourself, yes. What a loser. Oh, this is where it meets up? Oh, okay. Okay, well, we got that. I remember being taught in school about how the water surrounding the forest stretched until the boundaries of space. At some point, the prehistoric oceans receded, forming what is now the Barrens. Wonder where all that water went. Satsu, hey, good to see you. How have you been? Okay, so I don't think I had been there, but that wasn't really helpful. Excuse me. Goodness. I don't know why I'm suddenly tired. I actually did eat lunch before stream, so I shouldn't be this tired. Great British Bake Off. I know a lot of people love it, but I have not seen it yet. God, I'm so turned around. I wish there was a mini-map. Okay, so evidently there are still ones I haven't been in yet. This one? Hey sweetie, 6 more reasons until you can come home. How about time, huh? Gosh, I can't imagine living in that awful capsule wall dorm thing. Guess what? Soon you'll sleep in a real bed and eat real food again. Right back soon. Love, Mom. Aw. Looks like we're supposed to pack stuff for the evacuation starting today. Wish these books weren't so heavy. It's gonna be a pain to carry them onto the ship. But they're by the author. I can't just throw them away. It's not like the author can produce more. Okay, well... not that helpful either. Evacuation is such short notice, I can't believe this. First the sun dies, now I'm out of a job. Mechanical drawing. It's beyond repair. Satsu, did you see the promotion for Sonic Frontiers that they're doing? For like the newsletter? I'm starting to get hyped. Vol, which one are you choosing, Vol? So I checked this one. I know I checked the infirmary. So I checked this one. Okay, so I've... beep boop, I'm a robot and I eat batteries instead of normal fuel food. That is not correct. Oh! Robots do not consume batteries in the way people consume food. In fact, robots do not possess digestive systems. Some robots do not even have mouths. Water toast because I live with water and bread for a few days. Oh, goodness. Well, I mean, at least you survived. And sorry, Nico. Also, it's your fault, Nico. I didn't command you to say eat batteries. I just said talk like a robot. Also, I can't really be one to throw stones in that particular area, Vol, because for a while I was living off of, I doubt you'll know him, but, They're called pop-ums. It's basically donut holes. They're like sold in a little box. And I love them. Okay, I'm glad that they're keeping people safe, but also... Also what? Okay, gas mask, gloves... Language... Okay. Do you mind telling me which one my building of destination is? You. Can you tell me? I really love donut holes. Sorry, my brain just kind of went back to donut holes, and I love donut holes. And I will give you a hint. Sorry, my brain didn't fully process. I'm pretty sure. Not quite yet, Vol. I'm pretty sure literally all I need is the blue phosphorus, and I think whenever I find whatever room I'm assigned to, it should be there. Maybe it's at the infirmary? Okay, yeah, I already saw that. I saw that already. I forget what was in here? Oh, I'm wondering if maybe the answer is outside of the game. I mean, I don't want to mess with the Guardian because he didn't seem threatening. Okay. My games? No, that's just my save. Maybe it isn't. You know what, Vol? Yeah, maybe if I could get a little bit of a hint. Because I think I've been everywhere that I'm... No, that wouldn't help me anywhere. Maybe the swamp? Oh, wait! I think I know. I think I know. Yes. Okay, no, I get it. I understand. I know it. And then you combine that with that. Wait, no. Well, okay. And now we just need the gas. Yeah, can I get it from... Yeah, it's a gas vent, so... Oh, no, sorry, there. Can't reach the top. Interesting. I'm seeing where this game's going. But yeah, don't give me a hint right now, Vol. Sorry if I made you type out stuff. Just need to find somewhere that's short, that's emitting gas. Do I know of any place like that? Well, it's not around here, because I'm not wearing the gas mask, so... It can't be here, maybe it's on the right. There's gotta be something I'm missing, though. Well, I mean, well, obviously, but, you know what I mean. There was something maybe I just didn't interact with, or, like, didn't see. All the vents are still very, very tall. Maybe the mine entrance? The mentrance? No, wait. Because, yeah, I got that. I was happy about that. I think this is the top of where I want to be. I think I want to go... Yeah. I want to go down. And there's... Or no? Maybe not? Maybe I wanted to go up instead? This doesn't feel right. There are all these... There are all these things. Let me unequip the bottle. It's a gas vent. Do I have something that could... Crowbar one open. Nah, okay. Fast travel. Other side. Still just a gas vent. Maybe it's inside? No, it's not inside. I'm so close to figuring it out. I'm like right there, you know? It's like, I know I need the gas. 'Cause that's what guess I thought maybe I did the order wrong. You know what, actually, let me go back and read the instructions. Maybe that'll provide a better idea of what I'm looking for. I really like the way this game loads. Like, it would have been very frustrating if this game, like, really broke up the flow each time it loads, but at least, like, the music keeps going, and it doesn't really feel like you're, loading, even though you are. Acidic gas. Well-ventilated area. Direct the gas into your container of choice. In a well-ventilated area. That seems like a pretty important hint. But the issue is I don't know of any area that directs, or that has gas that you can direct. So what do I... Oh, excuse me. I know I can figure this out. I'm smart, I've got a brain. I can do it. Just, I don't know. Well-ventilated area. Maybe... I'm sorry if this is, you know, painful. But I enjoy experiences more when I'm the one to figure it out, you know? That's why I always try and avoid, like, reading walkthroughs and stuff. Because, like, imagine if you were playing a game, but, like, you followed the instructions of a walkthrough to the letter. It wouldn't really be that fun, it would just be more, like, busy work, you know? No, it's alright. Well, I'm glad you're okay with it. It's just... I'm just saying this in general for anyone who might be watching, either now or in the future. Okay, no, that's not what I wanted. Have anything like that? I think it did. I don't remember it having anything. Yeah, do you mind? You're kind of in my way. Okay. Is there a place I can direct the gas in here? Nico is very cute, though. I really like him as a character. He's, like, kind of innocent, but kind of also a little, like, you know, sassy. It's a nice combination to have when you're essentially trying to establish, like, a surrogate character, you know? Where it's like, you're God controlling things, but you're not directly controlling things. Like, the little bits of sass he shows goes to illustrate that, like, you're not fully in control of him. Like, he's not purely obedient. I don't know if that makes sense, but it makes sense in my head. Oh, hey! thought I couldn't get back here. This is... racking my brain here, because... like, there's that. That's where you get... Because, like, the fast travel map shows that there are, like, 2... you know, areas, but I've only encountered this one. And I feel like the other area would be what I'm looking for, you know? Oh, wait. Oh, here it is. Oh. Yeah. Noxious fumes and tile emitted from the gas and caught our team off guard. Thankfully, the medical team reacted as quickly as it did. Despite its failure, our first expedition did bring some interesting observations about the barrens. We found that there's not 1, but 2 such vent zones. Fumes being pumped out of such high concentrations seems a miracle that the gas didn't spread anywhere else. Biologists concluded that the phosphor shrimp in the crater pools were actively consuming the gas. The shrimp in the ocean also prevent the gas from wafting off into the glen. If that's the case, then we owe a lot to these little guys. No, oh, I was a fool. I was, no joke, I was actually gonna make a comment about, like, what, the liquid doesn't spill out? It does. I was just dumb. Nebunix, hi, good to see you. Yes, I am playing OneShot. Vol was kind enough to gift it to me, so I figured it would be a fun game to play through on stream. It's like I'm a doctor. Should probably shake this too. It changed color to a bottle of acid. I love OneShot so much you have no idea. Oh, well, yeah, I'm loving it so far. There's enormous, hairy, orange spider. Really? It's funny you mention that. In my backyard, there is a huge spider web with an orange spider in the center. Hold still. I have the plush of... They made plushes of Nico? Oh my god, I want one. Giant enemy spider. Duh, 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 duh. I can move again, thank you. Able to fulfill my purpose again. Would you like to go? Can you take me to the tower? Calculating. The closest destination to the tower is the Glen port number... The navigation circuits are fried. I'm gonna assume that's not good. But also, hi, Synthetic, it's good to see you. Would you like me to box him and send him over? No. No, in fact, if anything, I would like you to burn it. You know, it's funny, I quite literally streamed a game 2 streams ago about killing spiders with flames. Speak with the head engineer. She will know what to do. Oh, is the head engineer... What's her face? Actually, it's probably her knowing spiders. But what do I... Yeah, I don't know. Robot who can take me towards the tower, but it's having some trouble, so it told me to talk to you. Alright, what is the issue? It said something about navigation circuits being fried. Just the navigation circuit. Apparently, Super Shadow and I fixed everything else, I think. I was just about to mention killing with fire. Yeah. I streamed it, yeah. And Ashy, good to see you too. Something that may help. Robots have the ability to trace material from their source location. If you let the robot borrow this, then its backup tracking system should react. Ooh. Oh, I want a Nico plush now. Thanks a lot, Nyx. I'm just kidding. Her pretty necklace. What's it made of? Amber found from the Glen. inside the hammer? Black clover? It's a common plant in our world. It's also... not sure if I can bear to part with this. The programming says yes, but I still feel conflicted. Never mind. You need to finish your mission more than I need to keep it here. Oh, thank you. Thanks, I'm gonna go sell it on eBay. Alright, guys, anything I can do in return? Actually, do you know how to play chess? Yeah, well, sort of. Played with some older kids before. Will you play games with me? I mean, I don't know the rules very well, but I guess it's the least I could do. Would you like me to say it? Yes, please do! Thank you. It's built into my... Granted, I don't know that I could afford to buy it, but I at least want to look at it. So, what's it like, being a robot and all? Other robots, they say something about programming code and stuff. Even you did, just now. The link would be blocked in chat. Oh, it shouldn't be, but also, if in the event it does... I mean, I don't know if you have a Discord, but I do have a Discord that you could send it to. Excellent. Thank you. And it's Fangamer, I do know... Oh, it's adorable. I love it. I don't have Discord. No worries. I just figured if that was easier, but yeah. Most of the robots here are not tamed. Tamed? Watch out. There goes my bishop. Taming is complicated. How complicated? But still, that Nyx is that plush is adorable, Nyx. Oh, I know. The music has been great so far. Another bishop. Can't really explain what tamed robots are, but I'm one of them. The other tamed robots moved to other regions. Exactly where, I don't know. There goes my little horse. Knight. Yeah, it is a knight. Listen to the main menu. Just fucking die on the spot. Oh, yeah. Well, that's the mark of a good game, you know? Even just something as simple as the main menu music can evoke such strong feelings. Gotta run. Okay. I'll talk to you later, Will. Have a good one. Ever been to other regions? Heard there's 2 more. In the past, yes. I still have the data, the coordinates, the memories. Much of that. I don't know how much of that still holds true. A very different place now. Guess the sun is gone? No. I said this already, didn't I? The sun problem saves the world. Decaying started back before the sun went out. The sun's sudden death was just the tipping point, and things went south pretty fast after that. Ooh, then there's nothing I could do? Check. When did your queen get there? The only thing you can do is complete your pilgrimage. You are only supposed to be a second chance for the people. Just like how the Barons was supposed to be a second chance for me. There's no guarantee that things will work out. But, checkmate. Ooh. I guess I've kept you long enough. Thank you for listening. I hope you get home safely. Thank you also. I've never cried like everyone says you will. Aw. Yay, new friend. I mean, whether I cry or not, I'm really looking forward to it. Also, how have you been, Nyx? It's been a while. Have you been good? So I think the world machine is super neat, but I don't think anything will beat the immersion of the PC version. True. True, but also, if I'm gonna stream it, I don't want my PC to be visible, you know? I am existent. Yeah, that's a mood. Lives near the mine entrance. I'll give you coordinates, but... Oh, this is Amber from the Glen. I can remember now. Activating tracking system. Setting course. Wait, this boat is over capacity. You'll need to leave behind some of your possessions. I don't think I'll be needing this crowbar anymore. This gas mask and gloves. That is acceptable. No, I want to keep them. Aw, look at that. Adorable. Aww. Went on a trip to Croatia with my family recently. That was really... You know what's so funny? My family was planning a trip to Croatia like right before the pandemic, and then the pandemic hit and we couldn't go. Should be a village to the north, but that's all I can recall. Well, that's good to know. Farewell. Your mission be a success. Are you leaving? Yes. I must return to my station. You'll be alone again. It's okay. I have not been tamed. Otherwise, the past months have been really rough for me. Oh, I'm so sorry. Honestly, things have been kind of rough here too, so I know how you feel. I'm sorry things have been rough for you. I think things are just kind of rough in general for everyone, it seems like. You know? Well, if there's anything I can do to help you out, let me know. This is a really pretty area. It's full of fish heads. Interesting. Nothing's biting. Hi. Catching fireflies for mommy. What? Am I sad ass to crash your stream vibe? No, it's fine. I'm like... I mean, this, you know... I don't even know what my vibe is at this point, but... If I can help someone, I would rather do that than anything, you know? There's a time where our people used to live in these ruins. Due to flooding, most of us have moved to less permanent settlements. Flooding? Aye, the land has gotten brittle. The land used to be in one piece, you know? It's just a bunch of islands that get smaller and smaller. Coals. It's a fish stew. Also, it's up to you, Nix. I don't mean to sound like I'm pressuring you into saying anything you don't want to. I'm just letting you know, like, you're free to say what you want here. And, like, if there's anything I can do to help, I'll do it. Milk makes you grow taller. That's what Mama always says. The grain moss covering her has lost its glow. If it wasn't for the thin strip left on the boundaries of the land, it could easily fall into the ocean. How light land and water become indistinguishable here. If I get that impression from you, I think I'll just try it. Okay, yeah, no worries. You know, I'll be here. And possibly providing some painful gameplay. Because sometimes I just don't pick things up. Patty says, the world is very sick, but Super Shadow 271 can make it better again. Are you Super Shadow 271? Not really, I'm just the Messiah, they say. I can talk with him, though. Wow, what's that like? It's really cool. Yeah, he can save the world. All you need to do is go to twitch.tv/SuperShadow271. Hello. I need someone to help me herd my rams. Oh, I can do that. I've seen some grown-ups do it back home. You just gotta push them around. you were carrying the sun. Can't you just watch the sun for me? I cannot. I am but a simple shepherd. Okay. Your hands are free. Interesting. Hey, you here to trade? Trade? Yeah. Anything you want to get rid of? Make me an offer and I'll give you something in return. Do we have something like that, Super Shadow? No, we don't. You can have the sun. What'll the sun get you? I love how they have the anime glasses. They really do. They look like they're about to whip out some super move, you know? Like they're that cocky one. This looks like an altar. Cloak, shawl, folded neatly. Pair of shoes and some jewelry. An orb. Material looks like amber. It's a staff. Reminds me of the robot from the Barons or something. Jeez, just call him the Prophet. Or Prophet Bot. It's their name. The flood can take away our farmlands, but it can't take away our fish. If anything, it can make it closer. Full of vines? So we're gonna need like a machete or something? Okay. Then again, I didn't thoroughly explore this area anyway, so... Wow, is that the sun? Yeah, and you're holding it? Isn't it hot? Not really. It's nice and warm. Land is fragmenting at an alarming rate. I'd like to think about the day when this town finally loses to the intruding sea. To find another place to settle. Slowly being chipped away already, but it's still trying to stay alive, I think. Not one day the world will finally give up on this fight. Give up this fight. I just hope I'm not alive to see it. I'm bringing back the sun, though. It won't fix the root of the problem, just like the other lady said. But don't lose heart. Without the sun, the world will die much faster. At the very least, I'm sure everyone would like to see the sun again. It's kind of a dark thought. You know, like, hey, at least everyone's gonna die, but, you know, you can grant their last wish by letting them see the sun. Yeah, sure, humanity might be screwed, but hey, at least you have that NFT. Some stew? I'm not hungry, but thank you. For the record, I don't like NFTs or anything like that. I'm just joking. About current events. You're gonna get dizzy if you keep spinning around like that. I'm the tower. Huh? It says the tower used to spin all the time, bringing sunlight to the world. I want to see it too. Well, I'm here now. I guess it will only be a matter of time again. Also, I'm holding the sun. I just remembered when I first played this game, and I was right around when I first tried to transition socially. Started trying to transition socially. I think I had originally used my username nickname in game, but then I used a save file editor to change it to my current name. Oh, nice. That was kind of random to mention. Oh yeah, no, that's a really endearing memory, you know. Last week I saw those squares while fishing, and better than to get too close. Squares, man, they're bad news. Yeah, you don't want to be a square. So I already talked to them. Yeah, you know, it's funny. It's funny you mentioned that squares are bad news. Yeah, nobody wants to hang out with squares. Me, a Geometry Dash player. Oh no. I didn't even think about that, but you're right. Oh, what I was gonna say was, I had another person tell me that when I was playing Wind Waker, it was the game that helped them, you know, realize their, feelings. So yeah. Alula, where did you go? Super Shadow, did you hear that? Alula! It's coming from southeast of here. That's why we're gonna go northwest. This is away from the problem. It's the best fishing spot I've found yet. Fish I catch here are longer than my arm. But don't actually. Well, you redeemed it, so I'm gonna say that you're really nice, and I always enjoy seeing you around, and I just appreciate you in general. And I always want to talk to you more, but sadly I, you know, don't really have a way to. It's a little bit shorter than you. Wait, that's the sun. Are you our savior? Yeah. Rude. Then you shouldn't have redeemed it if you wanted if you didn't want a compliment. Oh my stars. Sorry for my rudeness. It's alright. Are you looking for someone? My little sister. She's been gone for 3 days now. Looking all over, but what does she look like? A little shorter than you, long blue hair, 2 blue feathers on top of her head. Where's the last one? Back inside the room. She said she was headed towards the forest, so I'm waiting here now. Right out of places to look. Okay, well, I know who we're gonna keep an eye out for. If I barely concealed self-deprecation. No, it's fine. I'm just you're precious and I appreciate you. Oh yeah, absolutely. I mean, I've got the same username on Steam as I do here, but yeah. Son, you're the Messiah. Let's see, what if you can call me JC. Okay, so I apologize. Yeah, it's tough for my brain to keep track of all the people and the names and stuff. Son, you're the Messiah. You on the way to the tower? Mm-hmm. Enter the refuge through this wall. You'll need to sign your name in this scroll first. Right? Do you have a pen? No, I've lost one. You should look around the glen for another. No worries. Well, still, I mean, I want to try and remember everyone's names, you know? Or at least what they would prefer me to call them. You know, I've had some people prefer their real name, some prefer their, you know, username, but like abbreviated. It's yeah. Please do note that the ruins are partially flooded. Should we not be there? There's no immediate danger. Using this area as a dwelling is not recommended, however. Okay, more vines. I hope we find the machete or whatever soon. The way to get through vines. Lello. You know, I have to say, I'm surprised because, like, you know, Undertale. I might be referencing Undertale a lot just because it's one of the few points of reference I have, but Undertale, sometimes it felt like the combat was thrown in because it felt like it needed combat. So to have a game like it not you know, not rely on combat. Pretty interesting. I feel bad for forgetting my name, but it is really nice getting to hear it every once. So is it JC or is there a different way to pronounce it? Hello again, Super Shadow. Seems I need to help you again. Nico will not be able to progress otherwise. This time the information you need has fallen to the most easily accessible place on your machine. Do you see it? No. You're not exactly bright for a god. Oh, jeez. Poke around it. It really isn't hard to miss. Rude. I mean, yeah, I still haven't figured it out. Excuse me. Yes, I remember the document. Easily accessible place on your machine. Oh, that is how it's pronounced. Oh, okay. Easily accessible place. What, like the desktop? No, I don't want to keep opening windows. Well, no, it wasn't, but clicking on it doesn't do anything. I mean, is this place shaped like this? Is glue. Well, yeah, I mean, that's kind of what I'm trying to figure out, but I mean, the wallpaper, okay. The wallpaper is just the, like, light bulb image. I don't think... I don't think there's a... Well, yeah, that's what I'm trying to figure out, is I don't see a place to use the pattern, even. Also, just to be clear, I don't want this game spoiled for me, so just give me a minute to think about things, and I'm sure I'll figure it out at some point. Savior? I can't believe it, you're real. Miss, are you alright? No. We should get you to the village, maybe they could. It's okay, it's too late for me. But, sun, I've seen it. I haven't felt it in so long. It's not too much trouble, can you lend me the sun for a while? No, it will not save me. I just want to experience the sun one more time before I will. Would it be too selfish of me to ask? Yeah, it would be, bye. No, that's fine. I feel like this is a bad idea, but also... It's forgotten. It's so warm. It should be gone now. I'm not afraid anymore. Oh. Okay, so this yeah, this'll, if it really does open up the vines, I can also herd the goats. Because now I'm not carrying the sun. Yep, exactly. You know what, I'm gonna do the goat herding first. So that way my brain doesn't forget. Because I know I'm gonna go through all the places that were vined off, and I'm gonna get distracted a million different times. hurting is this Twilight Princess. Yeah. Except this isn't in the intro of the game. This is later in the game. Or, well, I mean, I don't know how long this game is, but this is in the not intro. I definitely won't spoil this. To be fair, I don't remember most of the puzzles in this game very well, so I wouldn't be able to spoil them. Yeah, no, it's more that I'm cautious because Undertale kind of got ruined for me, so I want to be very careful with spoilers and stuff. In this game, Savage Sands. I liked Twilight Princess. It wasn't the best Zelda, but like I liked it. Oh wait, yeah, you. So your hands are free. Would you like to herd rams? There's a great reward in store for you, I promise. Yes. To the south is a peninsula inhabited by my randos. Standing in unfortunate spots, I need darker moss. So it's basically Sokoban. Okay, I gotta think about this for a second. Oh no, I'm really... No, it's okay. I mean, it was kind of an unavoidable thing, but it's yeah. Taste is already suspect since you hate Sonic Forces. I do, and that makes your taste suspect, Sans. Oh, okay, I think I know. Oh, actually, I think I may have just screwed myself here. Shepard reminds me of Clement from Pokemon. I only savor the choicest video game morsels and also Sonic Forces, which is probably the least choice. Yeah, I kinda... Oh, actually, no, I can save it. I can save it. Silly. Take this fine ram wool. Okay, thank you. So do you think if I grab the sun, the vines will return? 'Cause that's not what I want. Because part of me really wants to just have the sun back in my hands, because I do not trust that girl. But also, if I take it, maybe the vines will go back up. I don't want that. Interesting. The world is this thing in the doorway. It reminds me of what I saw on the cliffs. For some reason, I'm afraid to touch it. Yay. No, 2, 3. Okay. And 1 in the center. There we go. Figured it out. You saved me. Thank you. I was trapped in there for so long. Oh, are you Alula? You knew my name? Oh, the Messiah really does know everything. Actually, I just met your brother earlier. Oh, right. Gosh, Calamus must be so worried. Can you bring me to him? No. What do I look like? Some kind of taxi service? Well, are you gonna follow me? It's the Messiah. I don't have the sun with me. Your eyes. It reminded me of the sun. Oh. That's why you're a Messiah, right? Well, a lot of people back in my homeworld have eyes like mine. Homeworld? Yeah. Actually from another world, you see. It's a place where the sun in the sky is in the sky and not in a tower. Do you like this world too? Yeah. Yay! Elvis keeps saying how this world is getting more dangerous by the minute. That's okay, you're here now and you can make everything better. Cool. Do I look like Uber to you? Well, you think I'm gonna DoorDash you? No. No, if I'm gonna lead you to your brother, you need to pay me cold hard cash. Alula, you're okay, thank goodness. I was trapped inside this room and it was really scary, but then the Messiah saved me. Trapped in the ruins? Yeah. That weird stuff in the door. You know, the floating squares we see next to the ocean sometimes. Stuff you told me to stay away from. I didn't stay away from it. Oh, what? It's spread to the ruins now? This isn't good. Don't worry, I didn't touch it. I'm not hurt or anything. If it gets any worse, we may have to find somewhere else to live. What's this square stuff exactly? Bad. Anything that touches them just sorta gets messed up. Whenever you hear people say that the world is decaying, that's what they meant. Obviously, you should avoid them too. I will. Anyway, can't thank you enough for rescuing my sister, Savior. Just call me Nico. Gosh, would it not be rude to call you by your name? Why would it be? I mean, I'm just a kid like you guys. Ah, then you would like to visit our house? Sure. Yay! Let's go! And then as soon as I get in the house, take the money and go! Go! Like a bag over my head. Looks like we can't get past the block. Seriously? I'll be up ahead. Literally never thought. Kinda used to all the debris after living here a while. Come on, our house isn't far from here. So, welcome to our house. Or our home. It's not much, but feel free to make yourself comfortable. Ah, there it is. I want you to have this. Is it a pen? Oh, it's a quill! Oh, it's adorable! Thank you! Oh, a feather. The edges are glowing yellow. It's a sacred feather from the great prophet. Oh, yeah. This old lady our dad used to know. The feathers can glow in the dark and she can see into the future. What? Or something like that. Before she died, Father wanted to pass this down as an heirloom, although it was more fitting for you to have. Are you sure? Totally sure. That's what Father would have wanted. Thank you. Thank you for letting me steal your heirloom. Hey, just like... Oh my god, gosh, I need to finish studying it. Cool. Friend gave it to me for Solstice Day. He's the one who wrote it, actually. He's the one who taught me how to read. Ooh, a few more of his books somewhere. Then can you tell me how to read this? I lent it to someone in the room, just I didn't want to feel the sun. You must be talking about Maze. Is that her name? No, that's just Corn. It's a powerful plant spirit she used to protect the glen. Once the sun died, her health rapidly deteriorated. We were able to find her. Now it's too late to save her. I know. I'm glad she got to see the sun again. Okay, well that's more tragic than I thought it would be. I definitely thought she was, like, faking being deathly ill so she could steal the sun. Okay, well, good to be home again. Guess that they're not going to interpret it for me, so... Hey, so you going to the courtyard? So I thought I'd tag along. Same. There's an entrance to an underground passage here. It's flooded, though. It's the courtyard. It's got water and stuff. The ball. That's fine. It doesn't bounce as much as it used to. Yeah, the concept of this game really is, at least so far, the strongest thing. Not to say that other parts are weak, I just mean, like, it is surprisingly compelling. It's like it used to lead somewhere. Yeah, the sacred grounds. It's been a while since we went there. We don't have a way of getting there now, remember? There isn't a boat and none of us can swim, and... it's the sacred grounds. It's where our people are buried. Oh. Sometimes we go there to visit Mom. Well, her grave, anyway. Oh. Wait, how do you get there? I thought you said there isn't a boat. Our friend helps us. Some sort of machine that allows him to fly. Sometimes he takes us along. We haven't seen him around for a while. Wonder when he'll come back. Wish we could go see Mom again. That's sad. Oh, that makes me sad. Okay. Well, I guess that's all from there. Maybe I should go explore all the places that don't have vines now. Oh, well, I mean, that was one of them, so that works. New in there. You know, this might sound really sad to say, but I'm very proud of myself for figuring out the solution to the cleaning thing. Because it was me who figured it out. I guess I'll go see how the sun is doing. Because I think I've explored everywhere now. I don't know why, I still don't trust that the sun is okay. I just really get this bad vibe of like, no, do not let the sun out of your sight. Because it's literally the sun. It's like, well, not even just video game, but like, that's like story 101. If you're tasked with escorting something. Oh. The light's gone out. Super Shadow, do you know what happened? No. Really? But what am I gonna do? Oh. It lit up again? Phew. She's gone. Oh, there's something on the ground. It's like a kernel of corn. Oh my god, so her name was not just a coincidence. It's funny. It's funny stuff. So I have an idea. Oh wait, no. I have an idea. What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna go, now that I have the sun, I'm gonna go to the farm, and I'm gonna plant the corn, and then use the sun to make it sprout. If I'm understanding how this game works. Okay. Yeah, so far I really like the game's puzzles and the concept and the music. Yeah, so far I'm very impressed. I wonder, so I know this game's on Switch and PC, but is it on like PS4 and Xbox One and stuff? Or I guess I should get used to saying PS5 and Xbox Series X. Okay. I definitely was thinking you take the seed to the field and then... Okay. Oh, wait a second. No. Trade the wool to the dude. Oh, that'll get you this fine vial of not sure what. Some sort of fabric dye? How about it? Sure! For dyeing wool. But I just traded my wool. No! Oh, wait a second. Maybe had an idea. I'm gonna be so happy if this ends up being right. Then again, it wouldn't really make sense if it was right. Actually, where's... Yeah, I guess it's this way? Where's the city entrance? Ah, I'm getting turned around. My brain! Okay, there we go. Wait. Feather and dye. Yes! Oh my god, it does work like that! I have, as a matter of fact. I'm too tired to go on right now. Please let me nap for a bit. I remember seeing a room to the west. Okay. Fine. Keep working! Go! Go faster! No sleep! Room to the west. research station. Did Silverpoint send you? No, I'm with Super Shadow 271. Oh, carry on. You know, the guy on Twitch. Hello, person. Welcome to the research station. Sent here, but no? Oh, carry on then. How come you're red instead of green? Well, more purple than red. Your eyes and stuff are red. I'm here to pick up this week's moss samples. Return to my station in the city soon. That doesn't really explain it. I'm in charge of collecting moss samples. Hello, person. This is the main generator. I actually fixed one of these earlier in that place across the ocean. This generator does not need to be fixed right now. I guess you guys already have power. Phosphor trees are now being protected under the new laws. Please do not harvest them. Sounds like something that I may have to harvest in the future. Would be a shame if something happened to it. Beep boop, water collection project resuming. Hello, living person. Hello. Collected a duplicate water sample. Would you like it? Alright, so organic beings need water to survive, so I shall offer it. Sure. Interesting. Watering anomaly. Can't speak. What is that thing? An anomaly? Well, yeah, but. Well, I mean, if they knew, they wouldn't call it an anomaly. Jeez, Nico. What were you thinking? I mean, yeah, I guess it would be at the dock. It's a bed, but I can't sleep in that bed. No. I have standards. Alright. Oh, actually, okay, that didn't... I wonder what place I'm supposed to sleep in, then. Yeah, actually, wait, what did you say? Interesting. Yeah, I guess it's in the village. Maybe? Stay away from the squares. Yeah. Honestly, knowing society, if something like that were happening, that would be the actual name people would call it. What the f- This is it. The last of our grain surpluses. We're dealing with a vermin problem. Maybe you can get cats. Not that I'm a cat, I mean. I wish Beef were here. Because I would pet him. And I'd coo at him and tell him he meows a lot. Okay, so I've been in what feels like every house now. I definitely didn't mix up east and west. I don't think. Northeast? Yeah, no, east is... I don't get it. Can I sleep on the altar? Nothing bad will ever happen to me there. I mean, who dies on altars, really? Oh, maybe I have to sleep at the house of the people. You know, with the beds. No. Okay, I've been there. I do wish there was a mini map or something. It's not the most urgent thing, but it would be nice to have a map. Like the fast travel map just doesn't, you know, just doesn't quite cut it. Excuse me. Yeah, maybe we can go sleep at their house. Hey, buddies, mind if I crash? Mind if I just crash here a while? Oh, I don't know if I like the music. Okay, I thought maybe I could use it as a duster. Here, maybe? No, that's to the sacred grounds. So I can't do that. Oh, why am I dumb? I don't know where. Am I just like mentally blocking out where I'm supposed to go? Because I'm really trying to rack my brain right now. Because I think I've entered every building here. We can't go any further here because this is where the girl died. Oh, such sad music, though. It really is sad. Like the idea of, you know, granting the spirit's dying wish, or whatever it is, the plant lady's dying wish. Do you want... Sorry, okay. Do you want a tube of water? Okay. No, you do not. It must be the forest then. Because he said, because I was at the gate and he goes, I remember something, seeing a bed to the west or something. So it has to be here, right? Those are just robots. That's not where I want to be. Although... Oh, I'm just dumb, that's all. I am so sorry. Yes, please take a nap. I will close these down. God, that was... I feel dumb now. When it said west, I assumed it at least meant one, like, loading zone away. Profit bot. Silver. Robot. Calamus. Alula. And Maze. Aw. And Magpie. All the bird people. Where is Groovy? Groovy had Groovy had to go to like the ocean or whatever. Oh, Nico is so cute. Yeah. I had another dream. Did you see this one too? Yeah. Big field like the last one. I saw my village, but then I woke up. This world has anything like that. Big wheat fields. Plants I've seen here are a bunch of weird trees. Balls of moss floating in the water. Is moss even a plant? Have you seen a wheat field before? Yes, of course. Oh, they're really pretty, aren't they? My village goes around for miles, and I can hunt zebras in it. The plants are really tall, sometimes I can't even see through them. But neither can my prey. When it's windy out, the wind can make waves. It's like an ocean of food. There's food in regular oceans too, like fish or crabs. I've never actually been to a real ocean until now, actually. I've been to the ocean. That's really cool. I've only seen it on TV before. I thought I'd get to ride a boat though. Through one. Like the water back home doesn't have glowy stuff like how it is here either. I guess the world is already so dark. You know, I used to be scared of the dark. It's a little hard to imagine that now after spending so much time here, but not long ago, I couldn't even go to sleep without a lamp. Aw. You got over that, I guess. Otherwise I wouldn't last long here. I'm carrying around the sun, so it's not too bad. And you're guiding me, so thanks for that. Oh, adorable. I found a pen, sort of. Good, please write your name here. Messiah. Good luck. But yeah, sadly Groovy came in right at the start of stream to say that he wasn't going to be here for the stream. So I doubt Groovy will be back by the time it's over. Whoa. What in the world? Okay, well, I guess we're at the point of no return. Oh, so this is where the city wallpaper came from. Ah, the sun. Hello, Messiah. Welcome to the refuge. Understand what you must do here? Let's go inside the tower, right? I already see the tower, so I guess we must be close. Where's the entrance? The surface. The surface? Look down, small. Oh, we're pretty high up. It's gonna go down a lot of stairs. Or find an elevator. Correct. However, the tower is a sacred place. Finding the entrance may be easy, but that alone will not be enough. What do you mean? I'm sorry, Sans. I didn't mean to make you sad. Once you reach the surface, I recommend visiting the library for leads. Alright, thank you. Feel that. I wish you luck. Only the bearer of the sacred kernel. What if I told you... Got kernel of corn? I have this. It was left behind by the plant lady in Glen. It's indeed the kernel. It's your duty to regrow her. Do you understand what you must do? No. Take the seed to the garden. Plant it in the pot in the center. Pass through here to gain access to the garden. Cool. Planter. There's no dirt in this pot. Oh, are you kidding? And here I was gonna be all happy because, like, I thought, oh, perfect, we're gonna plant it and then put the tube of water on it and then it will grow. No, I need to go find dirt. Come on! Work already. Huh? What was that? Probably a human voice. Come on! Come on! I'm too busy for this. Excuse me. Whoa! You... Jeez, I didn't think I was gonna run into. This is embarrassing. Is there anything I can help you with? Yes, please. I'd like to know how to get to the surface. Yeah, I was afraid you were going to say that. Now, this elevator is the only way to access the surface, but yeah, just take a look at it. Looks like an elevator. You're not wrong, but look at the button there. There aren't any buttons. Yep, that's a problem. It's usually a button that says ground on it. So it takes you to the ground area. Now it's been ripped out or something. There's everywhere for it to no avail. It exploded. You think we'll have to make a new one? What? How? We'll figure it out. Yeah, I mean, it's not like buttons are just little covers for the electric, you know, the circuitry underneath. We could just press that. Locked from the inside. Oh, red. I do love red. So if you are, I have model 8XM home security serial number. I will have to report it. Oh, sorry, I just kind of walked in because the door was not locked. Do you want me to leave? Scanning for suspicious activity. 0. Well, I guess as long as I didn't do anything bad. Okay. Okay is right. It's a big penguin plush. Hello, penguin.
Hello.
What the what? Hello, penguin?
Hello.
I don't like that.
Hello. Hello. Hello.
Yes, we can. It's just a bed. We can sleep where we need to. It's a dog-eat-dog world out there. Would you like to play a game? Sure. What game would you rock, paper, scissors. Desired duration of turns. Please set your time. What? Parents are, like, literally never home. But I don't mind. I'm used to it. Besides, I've got Model CWT 2nd Gen Unit 4E here to keep me company now. She still talks a little weird sometimes, but that's okay. She's still learning. If I work real hard, she may even be tamed someday. I keep hearing that word. What, tame? Mm-hmm. No one's told me what it means yet. That's just a robot thing. I can't really explain it either. Like, am I God? Can you believe? Groovy's gonna be so mad when he hears this on the subsequent VOD or, you know, upload of the VOD. I've been chewing on this plant. Can you believe? Just moved here from the Glen. Things are so different in the city. You've been to the Glen, right? Yeah. It's so green back there. I really miss it. My neighbor came and gave me some plants to cheer me up, but I should probably get a muzzle for Betsy. A Roomba! It's like a little car. You should ride on it. Do it. Did I die? Adorable. Oh, I love it. Aw. Hey, I got a badge, though. Cats riding Roombas are great videos to watch. There's just something so funny about it. Ooh, fridge magnets. Yeah, you're willing to steal, but sleeping in someone else's bed is off limits. Hey there. You the Messiah? Mm-hmm. I like your scarf. Thank you. Mama made it for me. Tell her I like her needlework. I will. When I see her again. Wholesome. Oh, cool. Okay. Now I know what that does. Oh my god, so many doors. Hello there. You have a lot of plants. I do agree with them all myself, you see. Afraid to ask me about them. Oh, you're a gardener, right? Yep. Do you happen to have any dirt for growing plants? Yep. Do you need some? Yes. I'm supposed to plant this seed left behind by a plant lady. The pot in the garden doesn't have any soil. I see. I know who you're talking about, yeah. Here, take this whole bag. Mason. More like Mason Tree. I'm sorry. I've lost my mind. What's the bathroom? Scissors! Take the hair, too. Someone cut their hair. I mean, I'm not entirely sure how this is gonna help me with finding a button for an elevator, but at least it solves one of my problems. Although, now that I think about it, maybe it's gonna pull some other stuff, like, oh, actually, now that you've put the dirt in, you need to get the I don't know, steak. Water should help this seed grow. If it dries out, there's only so much water from this little tube. Hold on to the tube. Okay. I mean, there's water right here. You could get it from there. Well, what else would you recommend? Give it dirt, water, and time. And sun. Oh, wait a second. Wait a second. It's gonna make me use the light bulb on it, right? Oh. I was gonna be really proud of myself for thinking of it. Sadness. I guess we're just gonna look for another water source? Good evening. Well, the time of day doesn't really mean anything now. The sun gone night never seems to end. How can you tell? Time, I mean. I have my ways. I just look in a mirror. Time is precious, do cherish it. I will. Oh hey, another computer. Going to need this soon. Take this film and expose it to the void. The answer will be revealed when you bring it back again. Expose it to the void. What do you think, Umbreon? Choose it. I feel like I'm gonna get attacked. Wow. Actually never been to a big city before. These lights, all these people. Most of the world's population lives here. Whoops, Butterfingers dropped the sun. Very different from my village. The village is very small and surrounded by huge fields. I saw in one of my dreams from a while ago. The tallest buildings in our village are only 2 stories tall. What about you, Super Shadow? Where do you live? I guess technically a city? Well, not built up like this, but must be exciting and kind of scary. The view is always nice, though. Wait, did I just... Oh. Just did a 360. Small screen, huh? Dang. I was hoping that I could, like, poke the screen or, like, cut the screen. Ooh, tape! bolted to the table. Feel free to use. Interesting. Computer terminal. I am the power room mechanic. Do you have an issue to report? Yeah, actually. The surface access elevator appears to be broken. There's a button missing, and can you go take a look? Leaving this room is not in my programming. Actually, it is, because you were supposed to be a mechanic. So, go do mechanic things. See, part of me wants to put the film sheet or whatever, the weird film on like the squares, but I don't think that's what they mean. Empty coffee table. Hi there. Hello. How come there aren't any people? Normally cafes have tons of them. Yeah, it's a really slow day. I think it's because the ground access elevator is broken. So I've been told. City's infrastructure has been suffering a lot lately. Skywalks and stairs breaking off left and right. The only reliable way to transport out those elevators. Till now, anyway. Those damn politicians always defunding infrastructure. This wouldn't be happening. It wouldn't be happening if we just took some money out of the budget from the military and put it into the infrastructure. Oh, bed. Excellent. It's good to know. But now I'm kind of at an impasse. Unless there's still a path I haven't taken. Well, I guess it's time to just re-examine every single room possible. Okay, that's where we got the scissors. The skizzers. No, sorry. Those. Okay. I was thinking, like, maybe I could confront her and be like, are these your scissors?
Hello.
Dang it. I thought I could, like, use the magnets on him and, like, ruin his voice box. No such luck. My parents are, like, literally never home. Can you believe? I can't even believe it. Oh my god. Maybe I need to talk to the plant dude again. Plants and emeralds tend to grow in the glen. If it's facing the flooding issues, it's still in better condition than the other two areas. Barrens as well, the Barrens. The refuge city has barely enough ground to stand on, let alone grow stuff. Larger scale than this, I mean. So it's made of aluminum. Is there anything we can combine? We have access to the tape, but I don't know if I need to tape anything yet. Okay. So I've pretty much ruled out this area. The only thing I could possibly think of is going back to the Never mind, actually. I can't say. I was thinking, like, maybe if I went back and got, like, advice on how to grow stuff. There aren't any broken wires inside. No engineer, but it's powered by some kind of magnetic technology. Said something about that. I don't see a way to fit these in the panel by themselves. They don't stick to aluminum? I'll figure it out. I know what to do. No, I don't. Oh, expose it to the void? So, like, minimize it? Maybe it's a specific wallpaper? Yeah, blank. There it is. Four? Okay. Cool. That doesn't help. What does that mean? It was like bottom right and the number 4. Trying to think, have there been any places that I've been to that are relating to the number 4? Do I have anything? Maybe I need to regrow the girl first. I was thinking, like, maybe coffee grounds will help it grow, because I think that's a thing you actually do in gardening, but goodness. I can't go all the way left. So I need to combine the magnets with something to get the elevator working. But the magnets don't stick to the aluminum. We still haven't found a use for the journal. The weird film just gives you the number 4. Like this 4 right here. Oh wait, hold on, does it? Oh! I'm so dumb! 63014. Okay. Okay, well, that doesn't help that much. 'Cause I still don't know where to input that. I mean, it would be helpful if there was a place that needed a code. Ah, my brain. My brains. I'm melting! Oh! No, don't ask me what that was. I don't know. Oh, wait. A small screen. Magnets? Metal can? Do I need to, like, explore further? Do I need to, like, go right this time instead of left? No. Okay, Hold on, let me read this again. A heavy piece of metal set into the wall. I think it might be a door or some kind of vault. Small screen here in the middle. So, light bulb, maybe? The Necronomicon? I imagine once I figure out how to unlock this door, that's where I input the code from the film. But unlocking the door is kind of the sticking point here. I really like the menu noises. There's something very peaceful about them, you know? Tape. Oh, magnets and tape, right? Or scissors. What? Tape dispenser. If I cut off a piece of tape to keep, it would just lose its stickiness. Well, you don't keep it, you just... Maybe keep it in... This is tough. This is bending my mind. by themselves. This is... I'm sure once I figure it out, I'm gonna be like, oh, that's so clever, but for now, this is a pretty tough one. Because I don't quite see how the pieces are related. Because, like, now that I've you know, I put the water and dirt in, like, now that that's done, I don't see what relevance it has. Cactus. Not dead, are they? Oh, not at all. These trees are composed of woody tissue. They're closer to grass than anatomy-wise. The branches are actually leaves, sorta. This is the amount of phosphor sap they can generate. It's glowy stuff, right? Store light energy and slowly emit it over time. Right! It needs the sun! Do I just need to, like, stand near the plant lady? Maybe I just need to, like, hold the sun over her. Because I knew it was, I knew it was missing the sun, but it wouldn't accept the sun when I was giving it to it words. At least the game loads quickly. No, that actually won't be enough, so we should... put it in the tube, no. Because I'm telling it, like, oh, sun, here. No, that won't be enough, we need the sun. And I can't even go back now that I think about it, because they closed off the area to the previous the way to the previous area. So what am I not thinking? Here, hold on. So maybe I just start trying to combine everything until something takes. Weird Film just gives me a code, but it's a code that's useless because I didn't see anywhere to put it. Probably, hold on. I don't know if I tried this already, but I'm gonna try it again. It says there's a small screen, but it's clearly locked. So you can't just... But, like, even if I got tape, what would the tape do? If I tape... Am I missing... I don't know, I've looked this place over... Well, it feels like 100 times. I'm trying to cherish it. I don't get it! Vol, if you're there, can I have a small hint, please? Or Nyx, whoever could help, because my brain's kind of hurting. Brain. Oh, wait a second. No? Okay. I thought maybe, like, I could scoop the water from that? Dirt, water... Oh, wait a second. Idea. This is probably dumb, but I have an idea. Found out earlier, but my coworkers caught on fire. Oh, jeez. Fine now, though. That's a good thing. Fire doesn't hurt robots. Oh. Okay, well, that doesn't help. The same thing. Ask me if I've seen a button that says ground. Pretty stressed and wanted to cheer him up. Well, the only ground I've seen is the coffee grounds. He didn't get it. Okay, wait a second. Cut. Yeah. Yes. Yes, I'm doing it. I'm doing it. Are you witnessing me? Witness me. I'm happy. I'm happy that I figured that out. Okay. Well then I guess we need magnets. There we go. There we go. I'm doing it. I'm doing it. I'm so sorry for the pain that probably was. But hey, we did it. Oh, except... Oh, no, we did it. Reactivating elevator services. Please input a security code to continue. You saw them, right? Or on the door, and the square stuff happens all the time. I meant the whole security code thing. The elevator hasn't been this broken before. No, it's okay, I already know the code. It was 61054, I think? Whoops, 63014. What? It works! I don't know what you did, but it actually works! Good job, kid. You're a genius, you know that? I had some help from SuperShadow271 on Twitch.tv as well. Oh, right. Whole Messiah business. Anyway, ready to go? I'll be up ahead. Find a place for me to take a nap? Can do. Yeah, it's totally alright to take a nap. And you know what? I think this is actually a good point for us to end stream right now, because I notice it's 4:30 and I don't know how much further I can go, and my brain kind of hurts from trying to think. So, yeah, I think I'm just gonna call it here. But still, thank you all so much for coming by and hanging out and chatting and all that. I really appreciate it. And again, thank you to Vol for buying the game for me. I will continue it at a subsequent stream. I try and stream every other day, so Tuesdays, Thursdays, Fridays, and Sundays at 1 p.m. Pacific. I have a Discord if anyone is interested, !Discord, or there is a link in my About section. It's the best place to keep up with my streams, as well as chat with me and other cool people. Also, Nix, I know you said you wanted to add me on Steam, so if you're still there, you can add me on Steam. But, yeah, we're gonna raid someone, so if you have anyone in particular you want me to raid, let me know. Otherwise, I'm sure I can find someone. And, yeah. Let's see. Oh, Kirk is playing Xenoblade 3. Oh, so tempting, but I don't want to spoil it for others. We're gonna do it. We're gonna do it. If you guys haven't seen Xenoblade 3, please don't watch, because it looks like he's at the end. But, yeah. Kirk is also just a really cool guy anyway, so I hope you guys will show him some love. Excuse me. Words. Okay, yeah. Thank you all again. I really, really appreciate it. Take care, stay safe, have a good one. I'll talk to you all later. And let's go raid Kirk. What do you say? Bye!